Hi, my name is Montane Young, and I'm doing Unit 7's assignment. The option I chose is starting a family and the option to have children. Those are extremely important to me, especially because it aligns what I believe in as growing up and in my adult life. I've always dreamed of having children and building a family of my own. Showing my children what it means to be a family, what it means to be loved, especially growing up. That's all my family would do with us, whether it was my mom or my dad. Everyone was like very caring. I am living the dream as I have a son with my current boyfriend, and I'm expecting another child. Although we're not married yet, we are raising our children together with love and commitment. So I do have, personal experience with the option/topic that I chose, because I currently do have a family. I did start a family, and I do have a child, and I am expecting another child. I saw how some of my family members have struggled, not only financially but emotionally, when it came to them starting a family and having children. But I've also seen them overcome those obstacles. Also in my family, it's a struggle for some of us to conceive. I did have some of those struggles. Due to medical history, I was told by doctors that I wasn't supposed to have any children. So that's another reason why starting a family and having the option to have children in the first place is very important to me, because it's something that I thought that I could never have. Watching my family go through, those hardships and still always putting their children first showed me the strength and the resilience it takes to raise kids. It inspired me to, continue to push forward. Even if I couldn't have children, I always wanted to start a family. But having the option to actually have children, it's amazing. And I am a strong believer in my faith, that having children, but in my faith, we believe that if it's something that is supposed to be in our life, it will happen. And thankfully it did happen for me, and now I'm on my second having my second child. So I enjoy my children, and it inspired me to push forward even when it gets hard. To me, starting a family isn't just about being in a relationship. I believe that if you choose to have children with someone, you should love them enough to even build on having a family. No matter what happens in the relationship, you guys love each other enough that you would love your children unconditionally, and nothing will change. So I'm not against people that have children with people they're not together with, because things do happen and people grow apart. But it's just that the children should be made originally from love. Love doesn't always mean staying together, but it does mean putting your children first and showing up as parents and being consistent with your children. Yes, because a lot of children and families deal with a lot of other hardships. So it's important as parents that we stay consistent in our children's lives, no matter what. As a student currently studying early childhood education, I believe that learning more about starting a family, especially in different forms like adoption, IVF, same gender parenting, learning more about that stuff can strengthen my professional abilities. If I deal with families that started a family or had children in that way, I would know how to respond to certain things. I would know how to ask questions about certain things. I could, I would have more knowledge on the topic. Just because I'm a mother doesn't mean I know everything. So I want to keep learning so I can not only raise my own children well, but also support other families and children in my future career. One area I'm especially interested in is supporting families who start, families in a non-traditional way, such as through IVF or adoption, or the same gender couples. I want to, understand it more. I also want to specialize in creating inclusive and supportive learning environments for all kinds of families. I want to know all the knowledge that there is to know, because every child deserves to feel seen and supported, no matter how their family is or how their family was brought up or how their family started, or how their family looks. Being a mother and a student at the same time is a challenge, but it's also my motivation. I want to make a difference in my children's lives, and starting my own family and reaching far beyond my career is absolutely great. And I do want to help the children grow that I'm teaching as an educator. I currently do have one family that has 2 moms. So they did tell me how they started their family, and I'm so happy that they were open, but not everyone is as open, and everyone has different beliefs, so I definitely would like to learn more about the topics. Thank you for listening.